What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So we have Prime 1 Tokyo Comic-Con booth all up in its glory. We have photos from Kelvin Look, and I wanted to run you guys through these photos and give you my opinion. So I really wish I was there. Unfortunately, I'm not. God, this would have been the best statue booth ever, honestly, to attend. 140 statues. A lot of them are older. I'd say probably more than half are old, but they also have so many good ones. Like here, Steppenwolf. This is our first actual picture of seeing him, not in like the professional studio shots that Prime 1 did for the statue. So it's really cool to see this like this. You can see that the actual axe has that, like, it looks like it's lit up look, when he was using it. The mother box looks awesome. Steppenwolf looks absolutely perfect, honestly. I freaking love everything about him. He is incredibly well done and massive. So I'm very excited. I just watched Snyder Cut, and I think this looks perfect. Then you have the Jet Power Optimus. Now, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this, because when you look at this, you're like, what the heck am I even looking at? Like, I don't even know where his arm is over here. There's so much going on. I'm just, I'm not a fan. It's way too busy. There is a point where a statue can be too busy, and I think this one is. I much prefer Jetwing or even Jet Power Optimus Prime. I think those two are definitely better. This one's too busy. It's a conceptual piece. It's not from the movie, and I'm just not the biggest fan. So, not for me. Oh, scrolled a little too fast. Then we got The Rock. So this is the one I actually have on PO. So check this out. That looks absolutely epic. I think Prime 1 killed it on this piece. Really, really digging how this looks with that cape and all the holes and the weathering. This piece is freaking epic. I really love this one. I think it's incredibly well done. Then you have Darkseid. I like this more than Steppenwolf. I think it looks even better. You got a better looking base with that like lava effect. And then Darkseid with his like bluish armor. Yeah, I think this one's better than Steppenwolf. This one's freaking incredible. This will be the best in the Justice League line. And then we have Vampirella. So we actually just saw photos of PCS. And let me show that to you real quick. So this is from Statue Forum. Now, I've been waiting on photos because I wanted to see how this turned out. And it turned out exactly as I thought. It looks like a Sideshow premium format. Unfortunately, it's just not done very well. PCS failed this city. And I think the problems are, one, the costume's too simple. I mean, it's too simple. Prime 1 did a far better job on the costume, like the actual red material. This doesn't look like, it's just not that good. Like even like this gold bracelet doesn't look good. The skin textures, you don't see any. But the worst part is, frankly, that portrait. The eyes, the teeth, the lack of hair texture, it really just looks bad, unfortunately. And I hate that portrait. It looks ugly. I think the thing that does look good is the body sculpt. I love the body sculpt. I think it's very sexy. Like that tits and ass are great. I like the skull base. The cauldron with the little bat flying out is cool. But the face just ruins it for me. And then when you compare it to Prime 1, it's like night and day difference. You got this incredible base with the snakes and skulls. And you can already tell that these skulls are far better than the PCS. You get the Vampirella logo, which I like. This amazing, like, throne. Her hair is so much better. The face is so much better. The red, like, cloth-like material looks way better. It looks almost like leather. And then all those bats look far better. It's just a far better piece and definitely worth it. So I have no interest now in PCS. This is the one I want to get. So incredibly well done. Batman vs. Joker. I like this piece a lot. I think this looks really freaking cool. That splash of acid pool. Him shooting the bang, the Batman. I really like the way they did that cape. How it has that, you can see the full like bat look. So this thing's freaking incredible. One of the best dioramas, honestly. Alrighty, then you got the City Hunter. Now, this is the worst of the 3 Predators, in my opinion. First off, he's already leaning. So, obviously, they're going to need to fix some engineering because you don't want to buy a statue that's already leaning. Secondly, I mean, his base is cool, but it's the least coolest of the 3. And I think in general, just his design is the least coolest of the 3. Like, it's still an amazing statue, and I'd love to own it. But it's definitely my least favorite and not a must-have for me. They definitely got to fix that lean because that is bugging me. If I got the statue that's leaning like this, I'd return it. Alrighty, then here is Blackout. This is a really cool piece, no doubt. He was the very first Transformer we saw in Transformers 1. Very cool piece. Pass for me, but very, very cool. Then you got the color alternate version of Jin Sakai. This is the red one. This looks very, very cool. The costume changes from either red or white on this ghost armor, depending on a choice you make at the very end of the game. But very cool, but again, it is just a color alteration from my current statue. And here's the white one, which I think looks incredibly well done as well. John Constantine. I mean, it looks phenomenal. I know it's 1/4 scale, which a lot of people are complaining about. They want it in 1/3, but overall, conceptually, details, it looks fantastic. The Penguin, this looks really cool. Definitely the best Penguin statue I've ever seen, and then it has that Batman behind him. Very cool. Prime 1 Catwoman from Batman Returns. Seeing it here, man, this thing looks great. I think Prime 1 killed it. Very, very cool. Here's the little Bat Tank from Justice League. It is cool, but I would never buy this. Supergirl looks great, no doubt. Great sculpt and paintwork. The face looks good. Ooh, look at that boy. That thing is amazing. Such a cool design. Incredibly well done. The Witch King. Very, very cool. The Green Lantern and Sinestro both look absolutely amazing. I definitely love these designs. They're the best Green Lantern statue and Sinestro I've ever seen, without a doubt. I doubt this will be topped. So good. This looks like a Batman Doomsday. Bat Doomsday is my guess. Cool looking, no doubt. It's a Bat Doomsday. And then you have Chainsaw Man, very cool looking statue, no doubt. I still need to finish the series. I only watched like 1 episode. I wasn't super into it, but I need to give it another run. But it's definitely very cool looking. You have the Batman on throne with the working 4 monitors. I think this thing's incredible. You know, an actual working screen. The back you have a little Batmobile, like Batcave. This thing's so incredibly well done. This guy's en route to me, and I should probably receive it in the next few weeks, but definitely the best Megatron ever made. This thing's freaking amazing. Then we have some sort of Joker Batman, and then another Joker. This one looks really cool, actually. I like this one. That's very cool. The OG Megatron. Very cool statue. It's not as good as Dark of the Moon, but it's definitely very cool, especially with that jazz on the base. Scorponok, very cool little piece. Let's see, this is a this is like a Superman holding a Batman skull base. Looks cool. Side swipe. Notice a lot of people didn't watch my video on this, and it seems like no one's commenting on Prime 1. As far as I can tell, nobody's interested in this piece, especially for $1,400 plus shipping. You know, it's like, I don't think this piece is honestly even going to be made. I mean, I would love to own this, honestly. But with the economy, it's just not good timing, not enough interest. I will bet that this is going to get canceled. I hope it doesn't, because I think it's great. But I think it will. My Hero Academia. This is an awesome statue. I love this anime. I think it's a phenomenal one. So, very cool statue. They really did a good job on this. Then we have one of my most anticipated pieces ever, Jetwing Optimus. This thing's freaking grail of grails. I'm beyond excited to get this. Oh my gosh. So, another month and we'll have this. Ooh, and this piece truly impresses me. First off, look at that frickin' face. Oh my goodness. All those skulls. You know me, I'm a big fan of skulls. I think it just looks so cool. And then you got that Predator unmasked head stand, and it also comes with an extra little just like Predator skull head display, which is really cool. I definitely think this is way better than the City Hunter and rivals the Jungle Hunter, potentially being equal assets. You know, this thing is just top notch. Let's see, a Batman Damned. See a little like Robin Joker. Cool looking piece, no doubt. Is he holding that Skaith? Why does it kind of look unpainted? Yeah, like that looks unpainted to me. That's weird. This is the Megatron, like, cartoon version. Dragonzoid, I think. Very cool. Alita anime. I've never seen the Alita anime, only the movie. But here she is. There's the whole booth, which, you know, as you can see, it's just like, I could spend all day there looking at these statues. That'd be so cool. So here's a photo of all three together. So as you can see, Berserker is taller than all three of them. I would say Berserker, they advertise him at 41 inches to the top of that spear, and Berserker looks almost as tall. I'd say he's at least 40 inches. Now this guy is advertised at 35.59, which I think is inaccurate because it looks like he's only maybe an inch or two taller. So I think this is probably like 38 and a half, and I think this is 40 inches tall. So you can also see this is skinnier body than this, which is accurate. He wasn't super bulky in the movie. Like, this is accurate, just so you're aware. Where this one was like a guy in a costume, this one, I don't know if it was CGI or whatnot, but he definitely wasn't as bulky, and so that does look movie accurate. You can also see the base is quite a bit smaller, which I can appreciate, because that base is like already so freaking big. So this will be more of a space saver. But when you see them next to each other, you're like, goodness gracious, Prime frickin' One kills it on these Predator pieces. The other thing to see here in my group, okay, the Lord of the Rings line. Check this out. So this has given me some real perspective on Gandalf. So looking at the Balrog base, how big that is. So I own the Aragorn and Legolas, so I know how big they are, and seeing the Gandalf base next to that really gives you perspective like, holy shiz, that is freaking huge. You know, it looks just about to scale to Gandalf, and it makes it incredibly impressive. Plus, you can see the size. So, like, Aragorn and Legolas are like 20, what is it, like 27 to 29 inches? I think Gandalf's at least 30 to 32 inches tall. Like, he's a beast. And when you see them all together, Gandalf looks like one of the most impressive. Now, I'd say Gandalf and Morgulord are the two best, outside of Sauron, of course, but of just like that, Gandalf and Morgulord. So seeing that photo, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get that freaking Balrog base. That is freaking phenomenal. So, and seeing them all together, it's like, oh my gosh, that is so good. Boromir also looks amazing. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to get him. I need to really just go all in on this line. They are so incredibly impressive. You know, it's like, oh my gosh. Boromir looks great. I love this head sculpt. I think that one really fits the scene. And then Gandalf. I think I prefer Gandalf with his hat off for this particular statue. You know, and I'm not 100% sure I want to sell my Sideshow Gandalf. I'm like, oh, that one I could keep the hat on, have this one hat off, so I could have two Gandalfs. have them displayed separate, but I'm thinking, I don't know if I'll sell my current Gandalf yet, but I'm definitely a huge fan. Anyways, folks, that is it for Tokyo Comic-Con. So, absolutely phenomenal event, phenomenal statues by Prime One. Today is Black Friday, so there is a lot of Black Friday sales. So if you guys are looking to purchase anything, please use the links below, as it does help the channel. Sideshow has buy one, get free, and lots of sales going on. So please use the links below, as it does help the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.